Item SCP-024. Object Class Euclid. SCP-024 is an abandoned soundstage, which is a hangar-like structure which is used for the production of films and TV products. This specific soundstage has been abandoned for a number of years, though it's unknown if its actions manifested before or after its abandonment. The anomalous compound was first discovered by a group of teenagers who had illegally broken into the compound. Only one of the teenagers who entered the soundstage returned, and the report she made to the local police detailing her experience was enough to confirm SCP Foundation that something was amiss. The Foundation immediately began mobilizing agents, and once the site was secured, it has been determined to find out what's going on inside SCP-024. From those groups, we now know that upon entering SCP-024, visitors are immediately greeted by an announcer who is so far yet to be seen or otherwise identified. The announcer speaks through electronics and will listen and respond back to people as well. The announcer refers to those who enter SCP-024 as contestants, and he informs them that they will be participating in a game show to win fabulous prizes. But the contestants are given fair warning that the game will be extremely dangerous, and that the only winners will be allowed to leave. At that point, the contestants are given an option whether to participate in the game or not. Those who have declined the opportunity are immediately expelled from SCP-024, and their re-entry is blocked by an invisible barrier. Those who choose to stay are immediately led into the game. The gameplay knows to change from when a new group of contestants come, but the essence always remains the same. A long, elaborate obstacle course that must be navigated through. Some games only allow for a single winner, while others encourage the contestants to make teams and work together to achieve the win. The obstacles in this game can range from relatively easy and safe challenges to life-threatening tests of skill. As the contestants make their way through unusual obstacle courses, the announcer will continuously talk to them, giving them updates on other contestants, and tell them about some obstacle course, and adding new rules. As the game goes on, the obstacles become more difficult to overcome. This has led to the not-so-rare cases of there being no winners, with the entire pool of contestants having been killed or otherwise wounded by the various challenges. If such an event happens, the announcer will express his disappointment at there not being a winner, and lights within SCP-024 are then switched off, going dark until another group of contestants enter. Before beginning the game, the contestants are told a few rules, such as no assaulting the other contestants and no deliberate bypassing of obstacles. In the event that a rule is broken, the announcer will call out the offending contestant, and they are forcefully removed from the game by the studio guardians, who act as the physical embodiments of SCP-024's rules. They can appear and disappear. They will come when needed and disappear when not needed. They will take the contestant that broke the rule with them, and the contestant will never be seen again. Winners of the game have reported that while inside SCP-024, Studio Guardians only appear as gigantic shadowy figures who would engulf offending contestants and then disappear. Should one or more person complete the game and respect the rules made by the announcer, they are declared to be the winner and the recipient of a grand prize. Prizes have included cash, electronics, cars, consumer goods, comic strips, and even fully paid vacations to a variety of cities and countries. The type of prizes in this game seem to be completely normal, and what type of prizes they just get it. Those who did not complete the obstacle course are announced to be losers, and the lights within SCP-024 are then switched off. The winners will find themselves outside of the soundstage with their prize, while the losers are never seen or heard from again. Attempts to track where the losers go or what happens to them have all failed. GPSs were put on them, but they were lost as soon as the game ended. And this is whether because they were destroyed or because they were taken somewhere that blocked the signal. It is still unknown. Perhaps the strangest aspect of SCP-024 is what happens after the game show has ended. Near SCP-024's main entrance is a mailbox, and following the completion of a game, whether a winner was crowned or not, a VHS tape or DVD containing the recording of the entire game will appear. Even though winners have reported to have not seen any cameras present while inside the game. What's even more weird is that in the video, there can be seen live audience cheering on the contestants. Just like with the cameras, winners have reported that they did not see any live audience, just the other contestants. One day, a doctor, researcher of SCP Foundation came in, and as the researcher was the only contestant at that time, the announcer did not start the game, but instead went into a conversation with the researcher. Most of the conversation was centered around pop culture, and it was proven that SCP-024 is aware of what's going on in the outside world. When it became clear that the SCP Foundation researcher would be the only contestant at that time, the announcer politely asked them to leave and recommended that they return with additional contestants at a later date. SCP-024's nature means that it can't be moved to a secure location, and it has been classified as Euclid. It has been determined that the best way to safely secure SCP-024 is to conceal its location. Five identical looking sound stages have been built around it, and a security perimeter around the sound stages is maintained at all times. None of the security team leaders are told which is the real SCP-024. Only team leaders are informed of the location. And to further prevent accidental entry, SCP-024's entrance has been sealed by reinforced blast doors. No researchers or leaders can enter SCP-024. Only D-Class personnel are allowed to enter SCP-024, and strictly for research purposes only. If the containment is breached, or the true nature of SCP-024 is manifested, then the entire compound must be destroyed, with bomb charges placed next to them.